This is week 5 of Monday Meet the Creators. Join me in the video to see who we've got lined up for this week. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Martin, this is Lego Fan UK, and welcome to week 5 of my Monday Meet the Creators Q&A, subscribers Q&A, and this week I've got a really talented couple here. I love their videos, they do some really awesome stuff. How they do it, I don't know, but we're going to hopefully find out in this video. So I'm going to introduce the guys to you now. This is Stacey and Aaron from our Lego Life.
Hey there.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for having us on.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, no worries.
We've got a bit of a time difference, haven't we? Is it 8 hours behind?
Yes, I believe so.
I think so.
From,
Quite some time.
Yeah, it's a late night for me tonight, but I don't mind. It's worth it. So I want to say thank you for coming on the channel.
Oh, no worries.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
I really appreciate it. I've been following your, since about 20 subs, I think. So very early. I was following you since then, and I love all your stuff. I think it's absolutely amazing. And hopefully, like I say, in this video, we're going to find out how you do it, or not how you do it, or how it is. So we're going to go straight to the questions. So you guys ready for this? It's hopefully not going to be too grim.
Yeah, we're ready.
I don't think there's any personal questions in there.
Okay.
There may be, I don't know. But we're going to have a look. We'll get the first questions up now. And I'm going to start off. We've got a nice, easy one to let you in. So this is from Cabbage Face Lego. And his first question is, what is your favourite Lego theme?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, we keep jumping around. I know every time someone asks us this. But the current favorite one, hers is the BrickHeads.
Yes.
She's kind of gravitated towards that. And then mine has slowly become the Monkey Kid sets, just because of the way the builds are put together.
Yeah.
I know it's not the best price per piece point on those Monkey Kid sets, and I know may not be as popular, and they might not continue, but at least for right now, those are kind of at least my favorite sets.
They have a lot of cool pieces, I have to say, on that set, and the manuals are really nice.
The manuals, like if you open up the manual, just the quality of the paper and the type of fonts and the layout of it are really cool, and I like that the Monkey Kid minifigure is animated like in each other page, like putting a piece on for you. It's kind of cool.
It's really cool. Yeah.
It kind of goes with your whole theme of how you do your videos and your channel.
Yeah. It kind of
actually does. Yeah.
You could do a little manual how you do it. That'd be quite good. Have you guys got a favourite set out of the themes that you like?
The favorite set so far of the BrickHeads, she can tell you hers.
My favorite is the Ariel and Ursula BrickHeads, just because Ariel is my favorite Disney princess, so I really love them. They're older sets. I think they're actually retired too, so when Aaron was able to find them, I was so ecstatic. It was a lot of fun to build them.
Yeah. And then my BrickHead favorite is probably the Mandalorian the Child. I think he just recently did a video on it. Reviewing it. That's a great set.
It really is.
And we really like that one. Sorry, out of the Monkey Kid sets, it's probably the Foundry set. I know that one got like 1 star on LegoDadUK for some reason.
Yeah,
I really liked it. It's kind of a cool little playset.
Mine for the monkey, actually the food truck. I don't know why. I think the Pigsy food truck is really cool. Really good build. The quality and just the detail they put into it is really good too. Yeah.
So they're all good sets, aren't they? I mean, I do like the theming of Monkey Kid. It's very Ninjago, isn't it? Very similar.
Yeah. Actually it is.
Yeah. But no, they're good ones. And the thing with the BrickHeads, I like how they put a little brain in every one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was telling Aaron, my favorite thing I think about the BrickHeads is they remind me of those like pop vinyls, but you're getting to build them yourself. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah.
And they do.
I think that we're a collection of BrickHeads. Everybody's been asking us. We don't really have that many right now. We maybe only have 20 or fewer.
Yeah, probably
so a little less than that. Not a huge collection yet, but we're ordering some more for the holiday.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's the older ones that are very expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really, really expensive. I think the ones that I kind of want are the Minnie and Mickey, but those are going for like almost $100 each now. So I'm like, I don't know. Not sure about that.
I was quite lucky. I got them when they first come out. I bought them and then they sold out the same day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, really lucky. I don't want to build them because they say the price.
Those are ones that you just want to keep in the box.
Yes, definitely. That's good. That's a good question from Cabbage Face. I love that answer. Seeing that you both got your own different sort of like sets that you like and theme you like is absolutely brilliant. We're going to go on to the next question now. So this one is from Mr. Berry Toys. He's asking how long you've been collecting for and what is your favorite Lego set? So that could be a tough one.
Well, my favorite Lego set is the Ninjago City and the docks combined when you put them together. That one is the only set that we've kept put together for any length of time. Every other set we usually take down at this point, and we've only been collecting together for
since the beginning of the year,
maybe February.
Yeah,
about February 2020. Before that, we had played with Lego, both growing up separately, but had always either like she gave her sets to her cousins, I gave my sets away to other family and friends, or I'd move and I'd throw it away or donate it, and we never actually kept our Lego from our childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was kind of one of those things where, with everything that happened this year and the beginning of the year, we wanted to find a hobby that we could do together, something that would keep us sane during the quarantine. And we just thought, like, wow, why don't we try Lego? It's something that we enjoyed as a kid. Let's see, how we enjoy it now, and we love it.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It definitely engages your brain as well, doesn't it? It's not like you sit there, watch a bit of TV, you kind of like veg out. You don't do a lot. Whereas with Lego, you're definitely thinking about things, aren't you? And obviously, you guys, when you're doing yours, you're probably thinking, what story can I make, and how am I going to do this? That's so that's definitely you're going.
It's definitely made us stretch because, believe it or not, I know this might be jumping the gun on questions, but as far as animation, we've never done anything like this ever before in our lives. And it's fun because it's just like throughout the process, we are hopefully trying to always get better. And as you look at our like old videos, we were trying to do something and it didn't work. And every other video releasing, like the style change, and even today it does. Yeah. So it's almost like it's like a game for us. That's really what it is.
I think that's good as well, isn't it? Because you the main thing with YouTube is you want to not look at other channels. You want to kind of keep on your own channel, then you can keep progressing and going, how can I improve? How can I improve? And I think that's definitely the best way to look at it. I think that's brilliant. But hopefully we should have some questions in a minute with those anyway. So my next one I'm going to ask is from Jazz from Bricks Toys. You know him well. He's basically asking, has your YouTube experience been what you thought it would be? And what has been your biggest surprise in the journey so far?
Oh, that is a really good one.
Well, we didn't come into it with any expectations, I guess. Yeah. The only expectation we came in was knowing that it was going to be something just like a creative outlet for us, and that it's totally meeting my expectations. Her expectations, she's or at least Stacy, if I'm talking for you right now, which is bad. But what she tells me all the time, I think subliminally, is that she's just really happy that we met all these new friends. So it's exceeded expectations in that front.
Yeah.
But it's met my expectations for being a place where we can put a video up and relive how we've played with our Lego sets, because this is basically like our journal, so to speak, of the set we open and play with. And if nobody watches it, that's fine. But it's, at least for us, it's meeting my need of after the set leaves my possession and goes to someone else, I can go back and look and see, oh, okay, that's one we put together.
I think, and the biggest thing I think with the experience that I guess in a way I kind of was surprised about is how everyone's so positive and great. I know, when you see some YouTube videos, you see some of the comments and you're a little like, scared, but I feel like, all of our subscribers and the friends that we've met on YouTube have been very, very supportive and just really positive. And with everything going on, it's really nice to see how supportive and caring people are.
And we really don't have an extensive social circle outside of work. So this is also just great because we're meeting a lot of people we actually enjoy hanging out with.
Yeah. And it's nice. We have friends now in like all different countries, things that I never thought that we would have. So
it's crazy, isn't it? It's so crazy. It's like, obviously you're in California area.
Yeah.
I'm in the UK. Corey and Jazz are up in Canada. You got Brickman down in New Zealand, and we got other people in the UK. It's just crazy, isn't it? It's so unreal.
Yeah, no, I think that's where it exceeded our expectations of what we thought it was going to be. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, that's a good question from Jazz, and really good answer. Really good. We're going to go to the next one, who is ShadowWolf. I believe you probably know who ShadowWolf is as well. So Shadow is asking, his questions are, what is the first set you guys built together, and what is your frame per second for brick filming?
Well, the first Lego set we built together, we didn't make a video on, actually.
We did not. It was actually the Harry Potter. Was it the?
It was the train. The new one from this year.
9 3/4 set, right?
No, not the from this year, but
no, it wasn't from this year. It was the older, the platinum 9 3/4 Harry Potter set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first set we did.
That is the first set, and it took us like, oh my gosh, it was like we put the manual open. I opened up too many bags to begin with.
I think so.
I saw them labeled, so I was like, oh, okay, well, the book says, it's Les all these out. Let me just open all the books and put them all in a big file.
Yeah, so that was interesting, going through the manual and having to like look and hunt through all the pieces. So that was funny. And actually, the funny thing about that being our first set was we were shorted one of the pieces.
Yeah, we were missing one piece out of that set. Legitimately, we
could, it like disappeared, or it was just not there. So
first we did together. And it was the hinge that makes the platform move. So we ended up just putting it in there, it doesn't move. It just doesn't work. And then we took it apart, and it's now in just miscellaneous parts. We thought we would go back and maybe get another set years down the road and say, hey, this is our first Lego set. Let's actually do a video on it now. But I don't know. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, definitely.
And per second, yes.
And your frames per second, yeah.
This has evolved a lot. We started at 5. And we did it at 5 because we wanted it to be more like a slideshow, like an animated storybook for children. That didn't work out, obviously, because if you want to do a storybook for children as a slideshow, you should just do it as a slideshow. It's the 5 frames per second. It's too fast for that, believe it or not. And our introduction is in 5 frames per second with the Lego pieces moving around and my hand in it, which is, a mess up that I didn't see because I didn't really do much post back then. So it's just in there. It's always going to be in there. And it's going to be the weird oddity, my hand sticking in there. And now we moved to 8 and then 9 because we were trying to get faster. And people were giving us suggestions on, okay, up your frame rate to make it look a little more realistic. That wasn't working out. So we settled on the build portion is 12. And the actual minifigure and stop motions at the end are at 15 or 24. Depends on the style. If we go 24, if it's more cinematic and you want it to look like a stop motion movie, we go for 15 if you still want that kind of whimsical feeling to it. Like the last Batman video we did, half of it was in 24, half of it was in 15. And you can't really tell the difference if you shoot correctly, because while frame rate is really important, it's not the be all end all of what you do. It's more important the changes incrementally matching whatever frame rate you're using. So if you're using 24, they need to be very tiny. If you're using 15, you can get away with a little more. If you shoot very small increments the whole time and then put it in 15, it'll look slow and off. And unless you're doing that we did one on the Apollo lunar lander. When they're on the moon, you want them to look smaller. So doing smaller increments and shooting as if you're shooting 24, but then putting it in 15 will give you that kind of slow motion feeling. So there's a whole bunch of nuances we've had to pick up doing this. The end result, though, is that if you just want to replicate what we're doing, 12 for when you're snapping pieces together, and anytime there's a minifigure involved, you need to push it to 15. Otherwise, if it's slower than that, it looks a little too chunky.
Yeah, that's really good to know, because I thought personally all you do is go photo, and then upload it. That's what I thought. So that's really good knowing that. That's actually just baffled my mind a bit, because I'm kind of thinking, I didn't realize it was that sort of in detail. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah,
and all of this is what we learned from a couple of channels.
And then trial and error too.
Yeah,
seeing what works.
Yeah, trial and error. We've had a lot of that. A lot of our videos we don't post. We did one on Sesame Street recently. It was our latest failure. People never see the ones that aren't good. We tried to do it where we had piles of Lego animating and just zooming in and snapping it in place, making it kind of like an Iron Man suit up sort of thing.
Yeah.
It didn't work out so well because it was too fast. It was a 40-second build video. And I think it strained you to watch it because it was just like, oh my gosh, there's so much activity going on. And that the end result is it didn't do the build justice. So we just, and that's the problem with doing it with a set out of the box. After you do it, you're like, okay, well, we're done. I mean, we can just kind of put it on the shelf. We'll try again next time.
Would you do any outtake videos, like fail videos when your channel gets bigger, or?
Yeah, we have a good amount of them, so we probably could do something like that.
We're kind of thinking about it, or doing even some behind the scenes type of thing, filming, doing the stop motion. That's something we've been thinking about.
Yeah, we're just not sure if people want to actually see the act of doing this, because the act of doing this, like we said with I think we were talking with some other people before too. We just finished Diagon Alley, and the filming process took over a couple days. It took about 9 hours so far, and we're still not done with the minifigure portion or the stop motion. Just the building of the buildings and the accessories took 9 hours. And I'm not saying that, people wouldn't be interested in it, but as far as us filming it, it would have to be like a time lapse of some sort, because 9 hours it's way too long.
Yeah. You'd have to have like a camera at a different angle or a couple of different angles and have, but you've just be like, that's definitely the best way to do it, is like, do a sort of time. It'd be interesting to see if you could do one of those, but that's a really good question from ShadowWolf. We're going to move on to the next one now. We've got Eileen Park. She is the next question. And you kind of answered a little bit there, but it's actually more for the stop motion shorts that you've been doing. She's asking, how long does it take you to do one of the shorts videos?
The shorts videos, I personally love that format. I was hesitant at first, especially talking with the other YouTubers about it, because I didn't want to catch flack from just jumping on the bandwagon. But as far as after getting over animating in the vertical style, the time it takes is way shorter, because you don't have to worry about unboxing, doing the build, following instructions, having thousands of pieces to build something first. If you just take the minifigure portion, doing 30 seconds of animation, I think the last one we did with the Kylo Ren steps on a Lego one, that took me literally 30 minutes of work.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was just like, video done. I can go do something else now. I usually am used to sitting here for hours and working on something. And I personally love them. I know we've got a couple people who've commented and a couple people who've left our channel because they didn't like us doing the shorts, jumping on the bandwagon. But I feel like I still enjoy doing it because it's still a creative outlet for us. And I'm not doing it necessarily for just the hashtag and the views. I'm doing it just because doing the vertical style it's actually kind of cool, because you don't have to worry about a lot of other things you would in widescreen. It's actually, you don't need set design basically.
Yeah. And a lot of it, the cool thing about the shorts too is sometimes after we build a set, we think like, oh, there's different things that we could do with these minifigures, but typically when we're filming the videos, we just want to, we do a story to that particular set. But with the shorts, we can use different pieces or different minifigs from different sets and create different stories with them. So that's kind of nice too.
Yeah, free creative licenses is kind of nice on them.
That's like saying with that one with the Kylo Ren stepping on the Lego piece. The end bit, I wasn't expecting there to be a stormtrooper going, oops. I thought that was brilliant. Just like you say, that little creative license, you just go, actually, rather than doing a set, I'm going to do this. I think that's brilliant and absolutely nailed it. I love those little shorts.
Oh, thanks.
I wouldn't say stop doing them. I'll just say keep doing. If you're enjoying doing it as well.
Yeah, I mean, we enjoy doing it. I think we've already shot a couple extras we got to upload, and after that we'll be going into the Christmas holiday craze. We've got a video we're going to come out with. I think we're going to shoot it this week. It's just going to be a video of us explaining what it is. Very short video, not going to be anything too in depth. But it's going to explain our 12 builds of Lego Christmas. And we're going to have 12 speed builds that are all the holiday sets from this year, kind of in a row. That'll be the plan for our channel in December. I'm pretty sure everybody who watches our channel is going to be Christmased out. They're going to not like the holiday sets after we do every single one that we've acquired here. So.
Can't get enough of Christmas. We've got all our stuff up already.
Yeah.
Got to be done. No, I'm looking forward to that. I'll definitely be checking that out. But that was a good question as well. We've got next question is from Thomas. He said, do you like, so basically, which set do you like best, or which theme? Do you prefer Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
I already know what her answer is.
I prefer Harry Potter. I mean, we actually own a lot of the Harry Potter sets, I would say now. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I mean, I like the Lord of the Rings too, but I'm a big Harry Potter fan. And I just think I really love the detail of all the sets, the minifigures. I like even that release that they did of the Harry Potter minifigures. Was it the series 1 or 2?
Oh, series 2.
Series 2. We got a bunch of those. So I just personally enjoy the Harry Potter ones. And it was, again, the first Lego set that Aaron and I did together. So I think it has a special kind of place for me too.
Right now, my answer is going to have to go to Harry Potter, only for this the reasoning that there aren't as many sets to acquire in the other theme, and the ones that are available, they're harder to acquire. We've only acquired 2 Lord of the Rings and sets, and actually technically they're the Hobbit sets, which I guess would be in the same category there. But I am a big fan of those movies more than the Harry Potter movies. It's just as it pertains to Lego, I think the Harry Potter sets kind of blow them out of the water, to be honest.
Yeah. No, definitely. And that moves us nicely on to Brickmaster. He's asking if you had to pick one thing from Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter, which is in the films now, which hasn't been made as a set, what would you like to be made as a set?
Oh.
That's hard because Lego's been doing a really good job with it, and we're not the best mockers either, so it's not like we have all the grand ideas of what to build. But if I had to choose a theme, I think personally I would choose, they've been doing a lot of Star Wars recently, probably have them choose, and also with Diagon Alley, probably choose the other one that they don't have as much of, just to balance it out. That's just from my off-the-cuff answer. But if you thought more in detail about it, we'd probably be able to come up with something a little better, I think.
I think, yeah, I guess it will. Out of those, I would say, I'm not sure what I would like to see, because they've built a lot of the sets now.
Well, and they're also coming out with the new Mandalorian sets too, which would be our favorite if you were to ask us, of the new Star Wars theme in and of itself, what to get. I love the Mandalorian, the show and sets, but they're already making those. And they're actually making one. I don't know if you saw the preview of it, or not preview, but the minifigure. It comes with the printed arm pieces now.
Yeah, it looks like it's got the the rhinoceros thing, whatever it was.
Yeah,
on his shoulder. Yeah, it looks absolutely brilliant.
For Lord of the Rings, then, because there's not much out there for that.
Yeah, I would say that.
Get something made. Yeah, brilliant. Good question again. We're going to move on to the next one. This is from LegoDadUK, and he said, with your stop motion videos, there's a special program that you use to join your images together. And he said, must take so long, but the end results are truly amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
But there are many programs that are free and paid ones that you can use. It depends on the camera setup you have. On ours, unfortunately, is not as elaborate as people think. It's very simple. We use a cell phone. And we use from the App Store an application called Stop Motion Studio. We have the Pro version, which I think costs $5 US. But you don't even need the Pro version. That's only if you want the green screen, some other features. We get it because we want to have the manual camera selection, choose your own exposure and stuff like that. Is it absolutely necessary? No, you can just download it for free. Stop Motion Pro is where we take and sequence all of our photos, and we play back, and that's how we get our raw video file. And then from there, we have that MP4 file that we import into Camtasia Studio Pro, because I use that program for work. And that's just what I got used to. We don't use Adobe or After Effects or anything. We just like to keep it all the Lego pieces and nothing fancy with the special effects. So that's kind of our general process of how we do it. I think pretty much every single time. I don't think we've really varied from that.
No. Yeah. We've thought about using different programs and things like that, but what we're using now really works for us.
Yeah.
We have a good feel of it, good handle on it. So we think that this is the best thing for us.
Yeah. But not the surefire way to do it.
No.
There's another program, if anybody's listening into this that is curious about animation, they haven't watched any animation channels, a program that's the industry standard is called Dragon Frame. For that, you'll need like a Canon camera or an SLR. And then you plug that into a laptop that has Dragon Frame, and then you hit the space bar to take a picture, and it's like you have to create a rig around the table to use that. We find that we tried it one time because our friend gave us a copy of Dragon Frame to try. I don't know why he had a copy of Dragon Frame just sitting around in his house, but it was not. It took us way longer, and the results weren't as good as we thought because we're not so great with the actual camera side of things. So
I think that works brilliantly. That's the one I had as well, that stop motion, but not the Pro version. But then I suppose it depends on your lighting you've got as well. So you've got some good lighting around to sort of make it stand out better.
Yes, we have a ring light, and then we have two of the shadow box lights too that we use.
Yeah, we have two backfill lights that we got from Amazon. They're like sell kits for them that just have LED bulbs on the inside, and they just fold down, and they're made of cloth. And then we have one ring light that's LED, and that's our most expensive light, and that was $25. Like, we didn't spend a lot of money on light. We just bought economical options. They're not name brand or anything. We just started with the same lights we have today. And in fact, we actually ordered 2 more ring lights last week because we figured at this point they're getting, we should have some different lighting options. So
No, that works brilliant. So that's my little bit I wanted to shoehorn in there because I never put my own comments on them, so I just put something in there. Next one we got is nice. It should be a quick, easy question for you from Orange Bricks. He said, I know he's basically after a certain set for Christmas. So he's saying, what would you rather get, Batmobile or the Batwing?
Ooh. I think personally, I would rather get the Batwing. I think it just, for myself, I think it just displays a lot nicer. I've seen both of them, and I think that one for myself is just the one that I like a little bit more.
Yeah, after watching your channel too, I really liked your videos when comparing the two, and after watching that, you kind of sold me on the Batwing. So I think the Batwing, I think, is the one we would choose. Not that the Batmobile is a horrible build, but also we're not the biggest DC fans. But if we had to choose between the two, it'd definitely be the Batwing because you can stick it on the wall. I think that's the
I think that's what I like the most is the display, the ability.
I think that's definitely what sold the set, is just being able to put it on a wall rather than going, oh, I've got to put it here and hopefully in the stand rubbish anyway. But won't get into that. Yeah, so good question from Orange Bricks. So hopefully that's going to swing him towards the Batwing for Christmas. That's really what he wants. He's did a lot of chores at home as well. He's trying to save up some money so he can get that for Christmas. So good on him. He's doing it the right way. So that is really good. So the next question we got is from a name that I can never say, is BrickMcBricksworth. He said, when doing a stop motion with dialogue, do you script it first, then shoot, or do you shoot and then do your dialogue after?
That's a great question. We have never gotten asked that question because we don't do a lot of dialogue, but when we do add dialogue, it's always after the fact. It's for the simple reason that the program we chose to use, which is the same one you used for your latest video, it does not have an import audio function, so you can be able to have the script ready and shoot in between it. Dragonframe and all the people in Hollywood will be able to do it that way, where you import the WAV file and you can listen to it while you're shooting frame by frame. Because you don't do it that way, you have to do it the reverse way of shooting it, guessing the pauses that you might need, guessing the hand gestures kind of in your head. And then after you've imported them into your final editing program, that's when you import your audio and you have to cut and paste it all together. And that's the way we're doing it now. It's not the correct way to do it. It's just the way that if we're going to do audio, we might as well kind of do it that way because we're not really set up to do audio. Most of our videos, we'd rather just do pop-ups or not have audio at all.
Yeah, I like the sound effects you put in as well. So it's the same thing with that. You kind of add the sound effects.
Oh yeah. Sound effects are always after. That's easy. The dialogue is much harder, especially if you try to have the Lego mouths move like we've seen in panels. That is absolutely hard.
We knew where to start. So with your the sound effects, do you just download them off like a website, or is it somewhere special?
The place we get our music from, we use a service called Artlist. It's relatively new, last couple of years, and we like it because it's the ability to own the license for that content after you've bought it one time, and it's a subscription-based thing. You subscribe every year. So it's one of those things where we pay one time, we get to use it as much as we want, and it's got a nice sound effects library. That's really the reason why we bought it, but we ended up using that for all of our music anyway because the music actually is really good.
Yeah, we actually like it.
Yeah.
A lot of the music that's on there too is music that I've seen or heard on commercials on Hulu and stuff. So even big production companies are using this service because some of the tunes are really good, and especially for commercial work. So
So what's that name again? Just in case anyone wants to.
Artlist. Artlist, yeah.
Yeah. I might have to look at that as well.
It's really good. It's not too expensive. I think their yearly bundle, it's like $200, something like that.
Yeah. And if you're gonna use like you guys using it all the time, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, we download every single video we're downloading new things for. Even if we don't use it, we'll still own the license for the other content and can use it somewhere else. So
no, that's really good. Brilliant. That's a really good question and awesome answer. I think we've got a few more left, about 3 more, I think. So the next one is A&A hobbies. You've kind of answered this one already. He said, how did you learn it? Self-taught, and you've kind of answered that already. You've sort of just tried it and really enjoyed it, which is obviously the main thing, isn't it? So that one pretty much answered. The next one we got is from Louis 2x4. He's obviously helped you guys with your background avatar, and we've been with you since day one as well. His question is, what content would you like to do which you haven't done yet?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is a really tough one.
What haven't we done yet of the styles?
I don't even know, because we've done quite a lot.
I think the one thing that I would like to see if we would do well, which is really tough for us, we've talked about it, but always put it off, is we'd like to try a traditional review.
Yeah.
None of our videos are any sort of semblance of a normal Lego video. They're kind of weird. And like just stop motion or random things. We have never done a review video, so I guess we could try. That would be interesting to try, but I'm not sure how or what format we would come up with that.
Yeah.
So there are some content categories we have never done yet. We've also haven't done a leak video or a Lego news video, just because our forte isn't staying on top of that stuff. Usually we're the last to hear about stuff, running around trying to get sets at last second. So
yeah, like I say, with your channel, you probably got to be quite not careful, but just you don't want to put people off by putting something that you don't usually do. Which might be a bit different. I mean, your live streams are definitely working. You're having fun doing live streams. So yeah, why not have a go? If people don't like it, then you can just say, tried it, done it, move on.
Yeah.
But let's say your stop motions are amazing, so they're going to get better and better, aren't they? Which is
that's hopefully the thing as we continue honing that. But we would like to have one or two other types of things we do every now and then, just to kind of shake it up a little bit. We do a lot of giveaways too, because that's the other part of our channel. After we started doing it, was thinking it'd be a nice way to give back the sets that we're using, instead of just always giving them to friends or family. Just because we don't have a huge Lego room, even though we have now dedicated a room to Lego. Before we didn't, it was just in the bedroom, and now we have a full room that we cleared out that used to be a home office. It's still not big enough, so we're going to just donate a lot. So that's kind of the reason why we do the channel as well, is that we do the giveaways often, so that we give all the viewers a chance to actually win something. Because a lot of the people who view our channel, they comment that they really like this set, but they can't get it because they're underage and they don't work yet, or they're in tough times or whatever. So this is a good way to give them a chance to win something.
It's really nice
thing. It's just that's kind of the point of our channel. Even after we hit whatever threshold we're if we ever come up with a goal, it doesn't really matter, because we're still going to continue doing them. Just because that's the point of this.
No, that's really nice. And we've got one question left. This is a nice, easy one. Well, it might be easy. I'm not sure. This is the last question. This is from Brick Star Wars Boy 10. His question is, what is your favourite food? And he said it's a bit of a weird question, but I think everyone so far has been asked what their favourite food is. So continue the tradition of having that question. So
oh man, I have to think about this, because I really like a lot of different foods.
Yeah,
do you know what your favorite is?
We both eat a lot of different types of foods. It's really hard when we eat it's such a diverse. It's not like we have our go-to favorite at any given point. Right now, what would it be though?
So I guess my favorite food. I'm originally from Hawaii. So my favorite thing is something called poke. It's actually raw fish, and it's mixed with I guess like a sauce in a way. There's different types of sauces, so that would be my favorite food. Yeah.
And if I had to pick my favorite food, I guess in general that I'll always eat is this is going to sound really weird, but like peanut butter sandwiches with no jelly. I don't like jelly.
That's his favorite. That's like his go-to.
That's my go-to if I have no idea what I want to eat.
So peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah,
that's probably what I eat most of if I don't know what else I want to eat. So
yeah, well, peanut butter jelly is very American, isn't it? It's basically that's what we British people we associate peanut butter jelly. We don't usually have it. We do every now and then, but it's not our normal thing. So peanut butter, everyone loves peanut butter. Well, not everyone, but but like I say, it's quite hard, isn't it? When someone says, "Oh, what's your favorite food?" You kind of go, "Don't know, anything." I'll eat anything.
Yeah, it's good. It's hard because I have a couple friends who eat the same thing like every week, and so I guess you can answer it really easily if you know you like spaghetti is your favorite thing. You eat it every week, and that's what you. But we really don't eat the same thing very often. It's It's all. Yeah, Hawaiian food's really good though. We haven't had that in a while, actually. So.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. But yes, that was the last question.
Okay.
It's been really good talking to you guys. I've really enjoyed asking these questions, and I've definitely found out a little bit more about you both and how you do your stop motion. And when I watch it now, but I might actually look at it now and think, crikey, that's going to take them how many hours to do that? And it just looks amazing. The amount of effort and the way it looks is, brilliant. I would have thought you'd done it professionally, like for a job.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It's
a huge compliment.
It's that good. But yeah, really love it. So thank you. I want to thank everybody for leaving us questions, and hopefully they got some nice answers. It was really good fun talking to you guys.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us, and thank you everyone for the questions.
Thanks for watching.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, really good. And maybe depending on timing and stuff, if I'm streaming and you guys are awake or vice versa, might see you on the channel, which would be quite nice.
Cool. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Go on there. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. And don't forget, if it's your first time here, please click that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Don't forget to check out our Lego Life. The link is in the description. Go check them out. You'll love those videos. I guarantee it. I absolutely think they're amazing. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.